Hi everybody, welcome back to the Inspiration channel. As promised earlier today in my introductory video for this channel, I said I was going to be coming back at you guys with more videos with some tokens and some cryptos that are trending, and maybe some of them that I'm already involved in, just to share what I think about them, if they have some kind of potential or not. So I'm here to share with you of one of these tokens that has been going around, and I do honestly think it does have some potential. So let me share that information with you and let me know what you think. Are you invested in this? Are you looking into it? What are you going to do? So what we're going to be talking about today, let me dive right into it. KISHU INU. I know some of you may have already heard about this token, and honestly, I've been looking at it, and I'm actually holding some tokens for this crypto. I do think that it does have some potential. Let's go through their website really quickly. So this is their website if you want to go ahead and take a look at it yourself. And one good thing about this token, actually they have already come out with their own swap where you can buy KISHU on if you don't have some already. When you click on that, it's gonna lead you to connect you to your wallet. You can connect to your Coinbase wallet, your MetaMask, or whatever wallet that you are using, but just connect to that, and then you should be able to buy it. But first you need to have Ethereum that you can swap to the KISHU token. I'm gonna come back with a video on how to buy it. I intend to buy some within sometime this week, so I'm gonna record that live and I'll come back and share with you guys, so do not worry about that. But first of all, let's go ahead and dive into it some more and see what they got. So KISHU is actually a new token. I believe most of these were inspired by Doge, and then Shiba came, and KISHU came, and a lot more of them are coming out right now. It's even hard to keep track of them, but I do believe in this particular one and a few more that we are going to be sharing. I'm going to be sharing with you at some point, which is why I want to bring this today so we can have a discussion about it. So if the white paper is here on the website, if you want to go ahead and read into it, let me open that. We will not go through it in detail, but just to go over really quickly. So KISHU does have some good tokenomics that I like about it. Most of these tokens are charging 10%, 5% when you buy it, but KISHU is actually only charging 2% tax when you buy it, and that 2% is going back, and here we go, that 2% is sent to existing KISHU holders as a reward. As we know, most of these are charging 5%, 8%, and then 10%. They are actually charging only 2%, which in my opinion is an incentive to attract more investors, people like myself, to come and buy this token. And really, again, I think it's much better as compared to the others. Not to say this is I don't know what you are already involved in. I'm not discounting anything, but I'm just speaking according to the percentage here. Okay, so that is that, and as we can see, they are already listed on all these exchanges, which is great. It's a lot. Now, if they would have been able to get into one of these major exchanges, like for example Binance or Coinbase or any other major exchanges other than these, I think that is going to even push KISHU's price to go higher and the demand to go higher. Okay, so and I'm looking for their total supply of tokens. I did have that somewhere here. There we go. Now their tokenomics, we already talked about the 2%, and they do have a lot in total supply, but I don't want that to discourage you. I know a lot of people are worried about that, thinking the price of KISHU really is not going to go anywhere because of the total supply. But don't forget that when they first developed this token, half of it was sent to Vitalik, the former co-founder of Ethereum. Half of that was sent to him, and the rest of it is what they keep in the liquidity pool. But also, one good thing that has attracted me to this coin is they do have manual burns, right? So half of this is already gone. We do have half of that still in supply, not in circulation right now, but in supply. for us to buy. And if they are having manual burns, that means it's going to be deflationary. It's going to be deflating at some point, right? And a lot of these tokens don't have manual burns. So that is another good thing that I like about it. And this is what they are showing as their market cap right now. But according to their white paper, if we go through here, they're actually worth 2 billion now in market cap. And this is very good considering that this token is only a month old or so, just about a few months old, to be specific. This is great. They already have 100k holders and they have 70k community members, and I believe this has grown. So I think these numbers are looking great for a very young token that just came out. And last week, if you remember, they were in New York Times Square to do some marketing. This did push up the price of KISHU to go very high. Okay, if we look here, for example, I think that was around the 13th thereabout. If we see that was around here, look at what happened. So KISHU originally started here, it was flat for a while, and then here it did gain some momentum and really did spike, but then it came down and then it struggled to find support and went back up, and all of a sudden it went down here until the weekend when they did this in New York, and it spiked outrageously. When I looked into my wallet, I was so surprised. I was literally watching this thing like within the next several hours, and it spiked. Okay, so I did have a lot of gain at this time, but I wasn't one of the people who sold, so I really intend to hold mine for a long time, so I did not sell. But I know a lot of people did sell when it got to this all-time high, and so that did definitely affect this drop here, and it did try to regain that momentum. But then of late, as we know, within the past several days, the crypto market has been bad, and look at that, it just flopped, it dropped, it did. Oh man, this is bad. It did drop, and now this is where we are struggling to find support and momentum. And I actually like this. I think it's gonna try to find some support and really destabilize for a bit and spike again, but which is really why I'm making this video, okay? Because what they did in New York, we saw what happened, and now they intend to do that again in LA. Let me bring this here. So they have something coming up in LA, which is going to be between from May 28th to May 31st, which is the Memorial Day weekend. I think this is going to be a great catalyst, and that should lead us to see something like we saw before when they did that in New York. Okay, and now what are they going to do? They're going to have plain banners through the city, and this is from the KISHU INU Twitter page. They intend to have planes flying around with KISHU banners hanging out on them, which I think that is a good marketing strategy. Kind of sound crazy, but I think that is gonna bring some kind of momentum to the coin. And also here they're gonna have the billboard, just like similar to New York. They're gonna have that in the LA city. And on top of that, they intend to have taxis. And I was actually listening to this today. They're gonna have about 250, is what I heard, taxis endorsing KISHU throughout the city. What that means is they are going to have these taxis wrapped up with, KISHU banners or, stickers, whatever that may be, and just be driving around the city. Now, that is going to bring some more momentum and traction to KISHU, which is, to me, this is a huge catalyst. Now, I don't know how that is going to be sustained. For example, when we see here, people do like to sell, and I'm not against that, right? We should all have our profit-taking strategy. If your strategy is to take your profit when it hits, whatever all-time high it may be or whatever high it may be, if you intend to get some profits, go ahead and do it, okay? But I personally don't do that because I just like to hold it for the long run and gain as people are selling and buying. I intend to get that. I want to get those reflections, so I don't sell. I don't want to pay any 2% to anybody. I do intend to buy more though within the upcoming week, okay? Before the 28th, I intend to buy more, but I want to hold it for a long term. I want to gain as much KISHU as I can because I really think this thing is going to go somewhere from what I've seen so far. And another catalyst that I think is great, which actually happened a few weeks ago, and I did hear this as a rumor before it actually came in the news. they do have some consultant partnership with Softbank. Okay, and Softbank, if you don't know what Softbank is, this is one of the biggest banks in the world, pretty much, and they are based in Singapore. They are really big in the world, but most especially within the Asian market. And I know Asia is kind of there are some kind of things going on there right now, but all that is going to stabilize, so we should not really worry about that. I personally am not worried about that. But SoftBank consulting with KISHU, I think they see something in this token. If not, they will not do that, because SoftBank will not associate with something that is just a meme, right? And the whole idea about these meme coins is kind of like a joke, but I personally do think it's becoming a trend slowly, which is why we are seeing a lot of these meme coins coming out day in and day out. It's actually hard to keep track right now which is which, right? But KISHU is definitely one that I do believe in, and also Shiba, which we're going to talk about that later in one of these videos coming up. But I'm pretty bullish on this, okay? Not just for the upcoming catalyst, not just for that, but just even past that, in the future, in the near future, or even the long-term future. I do think KISHU is going to do something, because if you look at their roadmap, they do intend to come up with all these, okay? Now we already have the token, the KISHU swap is app. They are coming out with this KISHU crate. If I don't know if I'm saying that word correctly, but this is pretty much going to be an NFT market, okay, where users can stake KISHU to earn NFTs. We feature artists from community contests, and those artists earn a portion of staking fees. Okay, so this is good. And they're also going to come up with this KISHU Power Print, which is pretty much going to be a tracker where we can track our reflections, our earned tokens, right, in our wallets, and to see what our balance is and what you are earning. This is also great. So far, you are not able to track all these other tokens that are doing that, which I do hold a few of them. There's no way of doing that. You just see your balance increase, right? So I like that idea. And they do have, you know, the KISHU swag, which is not really something that I'm interested in. But these other right here, including the swap that is already working, is already being used. I think this gives KISHU more utility than some of these tokens that we've seen. I know they are all trying to do something, but they really haven't. I think KISHU has been holding up to their word and really getting stuff done. So yeah, this is really what I want to share with you guys. Just to let you know, this is coming. We don't know what next after this, but KISHU is still pretty low when we go to CoinMarketCap to see what the price is. The price is still pretty much very low. This is what we have. This is more than 100,000 of a penny. This is still very cheap. And as we can see today, it did go up by 49%, which is huge. It was flopping yesterday and the days before. It's still great. There's still more room for this thing to grow. Now people think that, or people say there's no way this thing is even going to be able to kill 3 zeros. I don't think so. I think it's possible. Let's see what happened with Shiba. Shiba has been able to kill some of these zeros, right? Substantially. That is going to happen to this. And it could even happen pretty quickly than we think, because of all these catalysts and all these institutions that are, especially SoftBank, that are looking into this. And really, that's the only institution that I know so far right now. Let me just correct that. Okay, so I think KISHU has been doing great. If we look at it, it's really been showing some great trend going up and then down, but I like when it does stabilize like that. This is kind of good. If we look at the 7-day trend, I mean, this has been bad. This is it's up and down again. Here, this is what I like to see, because that tells me it's looking for support and momentum to rise back up. So if we look at it in general, I think KISHU has been doing great, and it does have more room to grow. So I am personally somewhat bullish on this, and I do hold a substantial amount. I intend to get more. If you have been looking into KISHU, I think this is the best time to join. If that has been your intention, you don't want to wait for it to go back up. If you think it may go down to, yeah, at some point it's going to go down, but we don't know how low this may go. You may just miss out. But again, I just wanted to share these catalysts with you. Make your own decisions. What would you like to do? Do you already have KISHU? Are you looking to join? Is there any other token or any other crypto or even stocks that you would want me to take a look at so we can both learn from it? I would like to do my research, come back and share with you what I think about it, whether I'm going to invest in it or if I'm already investing in it, or what do I even think about it, so I can share with you and the rest of the community. Now, as you may already know, if you've seen my first video, this is my very second video. This is a brand new channel that I opened yesterday, and I was inspired to do it because of the market crash that was going on. But again, let me just make this disclaimer that this is not a financial advice to any of you. Please always do your own due diligence before you do any investing or before you make any financial decisions. Okay, but this is all I have for you guys. I will be back with yet another video talking about how to buy KISHU. So if you are looking to buy it, you should be able to buy it. I'm going to buy it, like I said, sometime within this week or over the weekend. I'll record that and share with you so you can it might be useful to you if you are looking to buy it. If you like what I've just said so far, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your likes and your subscriptions are really going to motivate me to keep going with this channel, so I can really share some useful information, and hopefully we all benefit from it. And good luck to all of us. Until next time when I bring another video, I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Bye. Take care.